Good day, sweet, magnificent mother truckers. Today we are going to remember how being hit by the slipper feels like. Look, today's session is going to be with the K4502B, the tank that I haven't played in quite some time. Back in 2024 was the last battle that we had with this vehicle, and I can tell you that, fellas, the tank is nothing to write books about. To get Mark of Excellence is quite low score. Overall, the tank is rated quite badly, and the main reason of all of this is because E75 is existing and it's better in every shape and every form. E75 is just simply better, superior over Slipper, so that makes this tank obsolete. But nevertheless, if we are ignoring the fact E75 exists, this tank can be fine against the lower tiers, right? It's not that simple to penetrate this vehicle if you are using your best friend, that means corner properly. Now, obviously, a lot of things are depending on what kind of matchmaking do you have. If you are fighting against the tier 10s, obviously your armor is lesser, that's for sure. But nevertheless, we are going to be alright, and we will try to make this outdated tank work. And I think that this is one of those vehicles that are begging for buff in 2026, that's for sure, fellas. And once again, I think that the tank would feel so much better if the alpha damage would be just simply greater. But once again, that is me, and this is my pigeon dreams, if you will. Right. What do we want to do? We want to cross through the middle of the field like we don't care. Mi scusi, Mr. Rene. Yeah, okay. Our goal is going to be to make sure that every and each mother trucker that is playing over there, they would regret their life choices. That's all we care about. Now, the first victim is a MX-65T. We found, fellas, the tank that we can bully. By the way, speaking about the alpha damage, this tank has 490 alpha damage. Beautiful, very, very nice. And the penetration is 246. If you're loading gold, 311 with faster shell velocities. So, obviously, between shooting APs or shooting something else, let's be bloody honest with ourselves, APCRs are just better choice, especially with how much better of the penetration you have. Now, what I'm thinking about, I am thinking about getting involved and slapping this Mr. Motion. That's what I'm dreaming about. I am not going to stop for a second, and I am just going to cross like this, and hopefully here we can do some nasty stuff for the enemy forces. Now look, we are in the side scrapping position. This pole is our best friend straight up. Like, this position is our best friend. Why so? Because we are safe while we are reloading, and we can side scrap nevertheless, right? That's what we want to see. Now, what is the worst part of all of this is that they have the T-30 that I did not expect to slap me. But, on the other hand, T-30 is going straight into the garage very, very soon. At least that's what I'm hoping for, and we are just simply making a bit of pressure for every and each mother trucker playing over there. Dravets is the most dangerous tank, so we are slapping the Mr. Dravets, and we are trying to stay alive for as long as we physically and possibly can. The Dravets is panicking, the Dravets is cocking his pants, and the Dravets is going into the garage, although not by us. Not a big deal, everything is okay, and now we need to figure out how we could start eliminating the folks that are playing towards the middle. I think APCRs are not the right play over there. We just don't need that. Maybe we get some assisting damage, and indeed we do. 1,500 assisting damage out of nowhere. Beautiful. And all we need to do, we need to make a bit of pressure for every and each mother trucker that is sitting in this area. That's very, very fine game. And I know it sounds very weird whenever I'm saying it's a fine game after 3,500 with a tier 9. But if the tank is weak, I honestly have no expectations whatsoever for a vehicle, right? Maybe this is a silly goose thing for me to say, but this is how I feel like. If the tank that I am playing with is far away from being ideal or it's not really good at anything, my expectations are very, very low for it. And even having score like this is making me relatively happy. Good, let's try to punish him. We did that successfully. Now Amix start to be tracked us. Do we really care about that? Not really. We are feeling okay. He tracked us once again. And yet still I am not complaining. I am feeling just great. Now trying to make a bit more complicated angle, but he penetrated us. That's okay. Fellas, this tank is okay whenever you are side scrapping. The moment you are not side scrapping anymore, you have quite a bit of the issues, and you know, the situation is not as good as you would love to say it is. But once again, this is not a bad game of the World of Tanks with this tank. 4.7 thousand combined, beautiful. Let's see the score and let's be happy about it. And we are back, fellas, with a solid performance of the 2.9 thousand damage, 1.7 thousand assisting damage. That is completely fine. We are third by experience, we are fourth by the damage, we are okay. And 12,000 profits. Who could expect that's all we need from the mighty slipper, fellas? Crazy. Let's keep it up. Round number 2, pure tier 9 matchmaking. I can't stress this enough, fellas. That matchmaking is looking so much better after this patch, at least of what tiers you are fighting against. It is so beautiful. I am bloody happy and flabbergasted about all of this. I can tell you that much. So simple to make Skillato happy, fellas. Okay, let's see what would be the proper play for us to play the game over there. Quite a bit of the heavy tanks, so I assume this gameplay is not going to be a rocket science. All we want to do, we want to slap anyone who will be playing in the heavy line over there. We are not picky, but we want to see someone making some stupid picks. That's all we need for a full happiness. Speaking about the stupid picks, hello brother, how are you doing? He is going through the middle of the field by completely ignoring us. I know that I won't do any damage whatsoever for him, but that costed his dear life. He could not escape unharmed, and that is okay. Even though there is no damage and no assisting damage, I do not feel bad about this by the slightest, fellas. I am feeling very, very good. Now, our goal is going to be very, very simple. I would love to load the gold ammunition, and I would love to see who do we have sitting over there. We have a MX, not an easy target. Not an easy target, fellas. And we have Type 4 heavy. MX is my priority, obviously. I mean, but good luck penetrating him, no? Okay, Type 4 heavy, how are you doing? Having a good time? Me too. Unfortunately, I missed a very easy shot, and this T-54 just peeks. He doesn't care too much. Well, that is a bit of the issue. That is a bit of the issue, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they can just simply shred me to the face. You see, whenever the selling point of the tank is straight up, just side-scrapping abilities until you are meeting the person that shoots gold is kind of sad. You know what I mean? And this is this vehicle, unfortunately. We want to meet the folks who doesn't have that good of the penetration. I mean, what can you do for a Type 4 heavy in this type of situation? Nothing. You are just simply not peeking against him. That's only one tool, or that's only one protection that you actually have. Yeah, but this is a good thing to show, fellas. It is a very good thing to show that the tank is definitely outdated. Nor it has the armor, nor it has the gun, nor it has the DPM. It has absolutely nothing. And even though Type 4 Heavy is far away from being ideal where the tank goes, right? The Type 4 Heavy is making this tank feel quite obsolete. And once again, I understand that this position where we are playing at is not ideal. I definitely get it, fellas. It's definitely understandable, but oh man, that's just sadness. But once again, this is okay. We are living and we are learning, and to showcase the games like this, it's absolutely fine, at least by me. All we want to survive for the time being, and we will try to find the ways how we could get at least a bare minimum of use, or just simply to find the enemy doing something silly, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. Honestly, it's not even a full happiness at this point in time. Look into the score, 9-3. All we have done, we are behaving like a sponges in this situation, and that's okay. That is all right. Once again, whenever you do not have expectations, you cannot be disappointed. That is a positive thing from all of this. If you don't have expectations, you can't be disappointed. Beautiful, that is okay. Hopefully he won't be able to penetrate us. Well, him peeking, obviously, we fed the gentleman who is playing together with us. That's okay. And now, all I would love to see them getting flanked. And flanked they will get, fellas. Flanked they will get. Another shot to the Type 4 Heavy. Very, very nice. And this is a game over. Once again, Skill, are you disappointed with the score? No. I'm not even disappointed with the score, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm actually happy that we have a game like this, and it is just showing the weakness of the tank, right? Sure, on the other hand, I could have played significantly safer. I could have sat around the corner and wait until enemies would try to make some sort of pressure. Would it work out? Probably not, because enemies had no team in this type of situation. But that's what we have. Anyways, we are somewhere towards the middle by the experience and by the damage as well. It was very, very, very difficult game, and definitely not enjoyable battle, that's for sure. And the last but not least, we are playing in Murovanka. I will play this tank completely out of the box in this type of situation, and I'm not even going to make pressure for the enemies or towards the enemies. I don't really have a good gun depression, but what we have a very, very decent gun handling, right? 490 alpha damage is nothing to write books about in the tier 9, but in the same time we cannot say it is unplayable pile of cacos. So what we will do, we will be smarter, fellas. We are going to be smarter. What we want to do, we want to take a typical position right there, and hopefully we will be able to snipe every and each bastard that will try to make pressure like this. Yes, we are playing the tank off the book. Yes, with this tank you should get into the position from where you can side scrap and try to get as much use as you physically and possibly can. But truth to be told, it doesn't work whenever you are meeting the enemy that has decent enough penetration. You know, and World of Tanks economy for the time being, at least that's what I think, it is so inflated by the credits that people have. It is just unfortunate, you know. And the tank, which has a sheer selling point of just simply side scrapping, you know, it's just simply not the finest, and that's okay. We are not going to blame the tank for this. We are not going to cry about this. We will just simply play this game of the book, right? We are going to take a bit safer defense parameter. We will allow our allies to take more for the team than we are taking for the team, and we are going to be just fine. That's all we need for a full happiness. Meanwhile, trying to punish Vaza, but unfortunately we cannot do even that, which is quite unfortunate, and the gun doesn't want to treat us so nicely, but that is okay. We will survive. Patience is all we need in this type of situation. I am definitely not going to go over there because I am just going to be eaten alive. And I don't want to be eaten alive in this type of situation. It's not a good idea. Instead of being eaten alive, I would rather slap the living crap out of this Vaza, right? He is not our heavy tank is not very happy that we are making a decision not to get involved here, but I am feeling very, very fine, fellas. Believe me or not, I am feeling extremely fine. I would love, I repeat, I would love to penetrate this Vaza, but so far we cannot do that, which is unfortunate, but that is okay. We need to be patient. We need to be patient, folks. We are just waiting. Rambo is going in front and dying. Obviously, that is not the best idea from this gentleman's side. And finally, 3 minutes in, we are doing at least a bit of damage. Beautiful. It's okay. Everything is fine. For now, I am mainly spotter, fellas. For now, I am mainly spotter in this type of situation. And that is okay. I am feeling pretty good. Now the object is looking at me and thinking that I am an asshole. I am so sorry, fellas, for not going in front and not dying for free. I am such a horrible human being, you know? I am so bad. So bad. And, you know, I knew it that if I would play, all I need to do in order to play this game well is to go in front and die so no one would complain about our performance, right? Very, very good. Wanna bet that our score will be twice better than this gentleman with a 257. Remember my words. Twice better score, fellas. Right, what do we want to do? We want to eliminate this tortoise. Unfortunately, we are missing the shot, but we are feeling quite alright. And once again, we are still doing our job as we should be doing. We are holding the enemy so they cannot really make that much pressure. And if they will, it will cost a lot for them. And that's all we want to do. We want to play close to mid-range in this type of situation, longer range, and we want to start slapping them because we don't have the armor that would treat us well. It's just how it goes. Sometimes you need to make unpopular decisions, right? Speaking about unpopular decisions, this is the moment for us to make a popular decision and to go in front like our life depends on it. Now, the main reason why we are doing this is very, very simple. We can clearly see that enemy team has no team and we just simply need to get involved, otherwise this is going to be a game over. Luckily for us, FaZe doesn't pay attention, so we are just eliminating him without even asking his name, and now we are making pressure. And as you can see, fellas, our performance is being quite successful one over there. We cannot say that it is awful. We cannot say that it is bad, and purely, I repeat, purely just because we made a decision to be a bit safer over there. We are slapping even our brother from the other mother, actually stronger brother, and we are getting even more use this way. Beautiful. Now the question is where the T-54 is sniping from. In my opinion, sure, he should be somewhere here in the back. And we are trying to take the higher ground over there, so hopefully we will be able to get a free shot. Bad aim by me, could have been another shot from our side, but that is okay. Now, my friends, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I want to highlight what we have done over there. Instead of reading the book of the, you are playing with a slipper, so that means you need to play aggressively. You saw how the things were looking like whenever we played aggressively in the previous game, right? It just simply did not work. Now we took a bit of the more safer strategy, if you will. We protected our side from enemies pushing in front, and we were super successful. 3.3 thousand damage, 2.5 thousand assisting damage, 3.7 blocking damage. Yes, we blocked quite a bit because the distance is also significantly higher, and we finished everything by being top by the experience, and we are fourth by the damage, and that is okay. Now, performance from the object, he got solid 1.4 thousand damage. We did 3.3. You see, fellas, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I really want to highlight important thing, fellas. This tank in World of Tanks in 2026, it's obsolete. I don't think it is a great vehicle by any shape or any form, right? I just simply don't think so. And the main reason for this is that we have significantly better tanks, such as E75. And if there is any tank in the tier 9 that should receive the buff, it is VK4502B. I truly believe that this vehicle is demanding for a facelift because how outdated it is. Anyways, looking into the performance, we have played 3 games. We got 2.7 thousand average damage and 1.4 thousand assisting damage, which brings our score to 4.1, 4.2 thousand combined, and that is a very good score for this tank. Remember, whenever the tank is bad, I don't really have the expectations, and in this type of situation, the tank treated us well, and we cannot complain about this. Honestly, pretty good session, especially the second game to showcase how weak this mother trucking tank can be. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate you. Thank you very much for all of your support and for all good words, and see you tomorrow. Skill is out for today. Peace.